Guys, I received your request to demonstrate how one can just basically send an email that just basically building a contact form with just your HTML, and then it basically actually send out an email when users of your application or your website basically fill the form out like the one you are seeing right in here. Now I want to show you how to do that. I did add a little bit of CSS to this just to make it look beautiful, and you can style your own whichever way, but I just like to let you understand that we're not going to be focusing on CSS in this one. Now what I want to do without wasting time is let's create a folder on the desktop, and I'm going to just basically call this this is going to be form, and I'm going to just call it spray, form spray right in here. And the reason that I'm calling it form spray is because the API we want to use is going to be that of the form spray. All right, it's going to just basically help us be able to send that email, and you're going to see that the way that it does it is just basically give you a single line of code. Just you basically want to put that in the action attribute of your HTML, and whatever you have in that form will be collected and then be sent to whatever email that you're using. All right, and I'm going to use like Gmail in this, but you can use any other email you want. And I want to open this up with my Visual Studio Code, and once that is basically open, let's hit on trust, close this, and this is the form right in here. I mean the folder. So I want to create, I'm going to just say index.html. That's just the first file I want to create in there. And what I want to do, let's generate our HTML boilerplate by pressing exclamation, and then if you hit tab, it's going to basically generate this in here. Now I want to create a form in here, and let's do that. It's going to be form input and output for me. So the next one, I'm going to do input, and I would like to create the first field that we do have in there, and I think that's just basically called the name. So let's do that right in here. So this is text, and we can have name, basically set that to be equal to, and this is going to be name, or your name, whatever you want to call that. And we can just make this required. That's just how we're going to verify that I've required right in here. And we also need to have a placeholder. So if I do placeholder, and we can just basically say something like your name, and after that we also need to basically grab onto the, so I'm going to just do input, and this one is actually going to be the email, and we can still have a placeholder, and then we can have required attributes. Then the next one is actually going to be the, I believe it's going to be the subject. So if we do input, and it's also going to be a text, and we can, let's say it's going to have a name. Now this one, I think we forgot to add a name attribute to this. It's really required. So this is just called an email. Let's call it email. And I think that that's just the last thing we need in there, except that we need to add the last one in here, which is just basically called text area. So let's do text, and then within here we can go ahead and just let's give it a placeholder. And I'm going to just do message right in here. This is going to be message, and we can still make that required. So this is going to be required, and that's just what it is right in there. Now, what I want to do is going to be very simple. Let me go ahead and try to add the CSS to this right in here. First of all, let's right click on here, and then we hit on open with live server, and it's just basically going to open with within our browser right in here. Okay, we do not have a send button just yet. We need that, so let's do it. So let's try to add that right in here. This is going to be button, and we can just basically say something like send, and let's change the type. So the type is actually going to be set to submit, so I'm going to just call this submit right in here. That's going to be submit, and that should just basically be fine. Now let me paste the CSS in here. If you want to take a look at that, if you want to copy the same CSS that I have, I want to scroll through it. First of all, let's enter the title here and just say HTML. So if you take a look here, this is the CSS, this is the body, and this is the contact form. And I'm quite sure that you're seeing everything. So if you want to type that, you can pause and type it, or you style it your own way. So let's save the changes, and then if we go back to our browser, and you see that that just came together, right? Now what I want to do next is really very simple. If I go to, I want to open up what is this? I think this is the one that we just working on right in here. Because of this, I think the one I just showed you right here, just a kind of a came from the previous one I presented. So we want to close this so that it doesn't confuse us, and then we can focus our attention on this. Now I don't like the way this is looking so far, so let me add a container to the form. So if we scroll a little bit down in here, you can have a container to the form in here, and let's call this off from here and just put it on the outside. What am I doing? Okay, I think it's just basically fine that way. Let's take away these, and we'll have this container right in here, and I think we'll have this should be okay this way. So if we scroll a little bit up, You see that we do have the style for that up here. So if we take a look at our browser, you see that it begins to come together right in here. So this is how it's looking so far. It looks just basically like the original. Now, what do we basically want to do next? We need to look for a way to basically implement the ability for it to be able to send an email. All right, so I think the placeholder for the subject is missing. Let's take a look at that from the browser. I mean, from our coding environment. Let's close this. I don't need any AI agents now. So we're going to have a placeholder right in here. Save that, and automatically it's going to update. So it's updated automatically right in here. Now, there is this website called formspree.io that you want to basically visit right now. And once you visit, you want to sign up. So I'm going to hit on get started right in here to sign up, and I want to fill this form out. So let's fill it with this, and I want to change this email. So I'm going to just change it to Chito Sam, which I have access to, and I'm going to just enter my password right in there, and I'm going to hit on accept and then hit on register. I think that has just gone through. So what we need to do now is, I'm doing this for my personal project. So I'm going to select the last option in here, then click on continue. And I want that to happen just immediately. So I'm going to select the first option and then hit on continue. And they say, how did you hear about Form? I think I had that from an AI. Let me choose the first option. And then I can just maybe basically say, and we can go ahead and hit on submit. And if that goes through, of course, you need to check your email to see that you need to validate your email first of all. So if I log into Cheeto Sam, let me open this up. Okay, this is Cheeto Sam right in here. All right, guys. So if you take a look in here, you're going to see that I did receive a message. So let's open that up, and then we can hit on verify. And I think it says almost there. I think that's something that is coming. Okay, let's try to prove that we are not robots. Motorcycles. This is a motorcycle. This is a motorcycle. All right, so I think I'm being verified. So it will now take me to this section where I can just go ahead and hit on here to just basically log in. All right, and it automatically logs me in. So all you need to do is just create a new email right in here or a new form. To do that is really very simple. You can click on the plus sign in here, and let's name the form. And I'm going to just call this, let's call that HTML contact form, and you can enter the subject that we would like to, the project that we would like to use, which I want to basically leave it as it is right in here. Then they say send emails to. So this is the email that we're going to be using to receive the email. So if you want to use something else, you can just basically go ahead and then enter another email right in here by maybe clicking on this from this particular place to link another email. But I'm going to just use the one that I used earlier. So I'm going to just hit on create form, and it says that the form created successfully. All right, so that form has been created, guys. Now you are going to see that we do have an endpoint to the form that you basically want to send right in here. So that's just all that you need. So if I copy this, of course, if you want to use other types of technologies, you can just basically go through this right in here to use them. If you want to use the JAX or React, you can just basically do that. But all I need from here now is just copy this. All right, and I want to make sure that the form I created earlier has an action, and it has a post method, and then it has name attribute. That's all that you did. And I think the one we haven't actually added to that form is just maybe the post method. But let's check. Let's go ahead and enter that method in here. Otherwise, it's not going to work. So we can just do post. Now, we also need an action in here. So if I do action, go ahead and paste that which I copied from that particular website. All right, talking about this API right in here, this link that I just copied, that's just what I added to the action, and that's all that you need, guys. That's all. So the rest has name. So this is name, this is name, this is name. Let's save the changes, guys, and then if we go back to the browser and let's open the form, where is it? Right in here. Want to refresh, or even if we don't refresh, I think it refreshes automatically. Now, first of all, let's check here. You see that we don't have any emails coming from that form for now. But if I fill this form out, let's say I fill it with just say code kinder, and I'm going to enter an email right in here. Let's say code kinder at code. That's the email that I basically want to use as the person trying to contact my website. So this is a user's email, right? So I think I'm going to basically leave that to be something like code. And let's add the subject right in here. Let's say testing, maybe testing the mic. And if you want to write in there, and this is, so that's just what it is. Let's go ahead and hit on send in here. Let's see what is going to happen. And it says thank you. And it says that the form was successfully submitted right in here. Now, if we check here, you see that it came in just right in there. Look at where it says testing the microphone, and if you open this up, you're going to see that you received everything. Look at the username. This is the email that is sending you a message, and then this is the message that they typed, and it's pretty cool, right? Now if I go back here to the form and then you check the URL right in here, see that the URL changed to the action that we added right in here. All right, so that's just normal if you want to use that of the Formspree to be able to do that. However, if you want it to happen in such a way that it does not really redirect like it did to this page right in here, you can use JavaScript to do that. So if you're interested in me doing that with JavaScript in such a way that once you send a message, maybe you can put a little alert in here, or just maybe display a message down here that says something like message sent successfully, and then it stays in your website. You want to go ahead and then drop JavaScript part, and I'm going to just basically do that in my next video. All right, just go down there to the comment section and just drop JavaScript part, and I'm going to use JavaScript to do that so that we can prevent that redirect that you just saw. So thank you guys for watching, and feel free to share this video with people who are just basically learning HTML, and maybe they have a blog and they don't know how to start allowing people to basically contact them using a contact form. They can basically use this Formspree to be able to do that. I'm going to drop a link to this particular website or this API in the comment section below, or in the description if you're actually watching this from YouTube. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.